And our mission really is to help you, the listener, unpack these major escalations. We'll look at the specific strikes that have happened and, importantly, the very conflicting claims coming from both sides.
Hi, we are in one of the cities in the center of Tel Aviv. As you can see behind me, a missile struck one of the buildings. MDA crews that was on high alert has immediately rushed to the scene, arrive and starting to triage casualties. Up to now, around 25 casualties have been evacuated by MDA teams. All of them are in mild, likely condition.
This latest surge really kicked off around June 13th. That's when Israel reportedly launched attacks on Iranian nuclear sites. Reports mentioned top generals, nuclear scientists killed. But the event that really grabbed headlines, the one bringing home the human cost.
Victory is aimed at those two goals. People ask me, are we targeting the downfall of the regime? That may be a result, but it's up to the Iranian people to rise for their freedom. Our goal is twofold. Nuclear, ballistic missile, we are in the process.
An Iranian missile barrage hit the Soroka Medical Center. It's in Beersheba, Israel. And it's crucial to understand Soroka isn't just any hospital. It's the main medical center for the entire Negev region in Israel. It's huge. It's vital.
And what's really striking here, you see it immediately in the sources, are the starkly different accounts. Iran stated very clearly its target was a military site near the hospital, not the hospital itself. They're drawing a very sharp line there.
A very sharp line, yes. And that's critical when you contrast it with the Israeli perspective.
Yeah.
You had Israel's Deputy Foreign Affairs Minister Sharon Haskell on X. She called the hit deliberate and criminal, emphasized it's a civilian medical center.
It was like an airplane going above us with a big echo and a big whistle, and then we heard the boom. The boom was like from 1 to 100, it was 100. It was like a tsunami above us. All my neighbors and the entrance of the building are full of glasses. Everything fell down. It's a damage. But the damage in the heart and the soul is much stronger. It's much harder.
And it wasn't just Soroka, tragically. The Israeli Health Ministry reported 271 people injured across various locations in the country. So it highlights just how broad these attacks were, the widespread civilian impact.
That's right. And the sources point to another significant Iranian strike, too. This one hit the Ramat Gan business district just east of Tel Aviv. An Iranian ballistic missile struck there, caused a huge sheet of glass to fall from a skyscraper. Part of an electrical pylon crashed down, but 20 people injured in that incident alone. So you're seeing multiple strikes hitting deep inside Israel.
Okay, so this pattern brings us to Israel's response, their counterstrikes.
So a direct challenge to Iran's claim, basically framing it as a potential war crime.
Yeah, and the descriptions from the ground, BBC correspondents talked about extensive damage, debris, plumes of smoke, lingering long after. Several wards apparently completely destroyed, fire spreading, windows smashed, ceilings collapsed. I mean, really serious impact. The immediate fallout. Around 200 patients had to be transferred.
About 10% have made it through, and we're seeing at least 3 this morning made it through. There was one in a community outside Tel Aviv, a high-rise very near downtown Tel Aviv was hit as well. And then in southern Israel, in the town of Beersheba, there was a very large hospital compound that appears to have taken a direct hit. Across the country this morning, they're saying more than 65 people were injured. But there is a recognition that this certainly could have been worse. That direct hit at that hospital compound, for example, it apparently hit at an old surgery ward. That surgery ward, they decided very recently to close it because they were nervous about the structure and whether it could withstand a hit. It was apparently evacuated just yesterday.
They're targeting civilians because they're a criminal regime. They're the arch terrorists of the world. They want to have nuclear terrorism, which will put